We are live, in
Hey,
tune
hey.
and on time. Samuel
Yes, go.
D, how are you, my friend?
I'm fantastic. Honors and hardware. I'm a little sad. Obviously, the NBA season's over. It's always so funny when you're ramping up, and it's like the highest moment of the year, followed by like the lowest moment when you wake up the day after Game 7. Wait, basketball's over. At least it's over for we got the draft tomorrow. We got summer league in a
Yes,
couple weeks. We're gonna be hanging in
yes,
summer league. You going?
yes, we are. Yes, I
Let's
am.
go.
Yep, I'll be there the first weekend. Me and
Likewise.
Banana Bank and Mac are going to be cruising Vegas, looking for some high fives.
I got you.
So I'm very excited about this episode of Moment by Moment because we've got the man himself, Samuel D, from Dapper Labs, from Top Shot, the man that curates the moments himself, here to present the 2024-25 honors and hardware moments. So for those of you that don't know, these moments are airdropped to top collectors of the corresponding player. So that's one of the cool things that Top Shot really does have on cardboard is being able to see who's collecting what, how much of a collection they have, and then actually rewarding them with a dope moment that they get airdropped, which the airdrop is coming right up, right?
It is, yeah. Snapshot is tomorrow to determine. It's done a little differently this year because in the past it was obviously like top 50 get hardware, top 150 get honors. That's that. This
Yep.
year it's a little different. Top 3 on every qualifying player for both honors and hardware. Top 3 are guaranteed an airdrop and they get a serial draft. And then for hardware, it's like 4 through 10th get a guaranteed random serial. And then 11th through 100th, I believe, get access to a private auction where you can use moments from that player to trade in for this hardware. So it has a maximum mint of 50, but it's not a guaranteed mint of 50. So if only, a handful, if you don't fill that, it might be 45, it might be 30, which would be really interesting to see sort of like where these land.
That's dope.
Same thing for honors, except the numbers are 1 through 3 get the serial draft. 4 through, I think, 50 get a guaranteed random serial. And then 51st through 300th get access to the private auctions with the same thing.
When you say serial draft,
so number 1, basically, the top 3 collectors will be notified, hey, you finished top 3. Number 1, you're on the clock. What serial number would you like for your honors or hardware moment?
no way.
Number 1, you can do the perfect, the special, the jersey, or if you just
number
got
13.
some random number you like. Exactly. And same thing. Then number 2 goes, number 3 goes, and then once that's been determined, then the next wave of guaranteed random serials are distributed, and then based on the way that the auctions play out, those will be airdropped to those collectors. This is my favorite part of the year. I mean, like you said, this is what we've got on cardboard. It's so fun. It's like, I love leaderboards. Everybody loves a leaderboard.
Yep.
And for me personally, the first year of honors and hardware, they were reels. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even particularly like an Oklahoma City fan. Obviously, there's a lot of them in Badge County. So you kind of, when you're friends and fans of teams, there's a lot of dub love in there. And so it was easy to kind of, and he's an easy guy to like. But the J-Dub S4 honors moment, that reel solidified to me, like, these should always be reels. These are the coolest things in the world. It's like this highlight mixtape. Obviously, it didn't have music in S4. Last year, they were single plays, still didn't have music. This year, they are very long reels. They are as many things as I could cram into these. And they've also obviously got music. They've got game audio. These to me are like the best version of honors and hardware that we've done. So I'm so excited to finally be sharing these. At first I was wondering, how do I share these? Do I make like a compilation video? Do I smash them all together into a YouTube thing? And usually 35 moments is whatever, like 25, 35 minutes, like maximum. I'm pretty sure the runtime on these 35 minutes would be over an hour. So I was like, maybe I'll figure something else out instead of, exporting a video for the next 3 days.
Well,
yeah.
One thing that just came to mind, these are getting airdropped to top collectors. We've got Crypto Slabs, right? Shout out Crypto Slabs. The cool thing with Crypto Slabs, well, we all know the cool thing with Crypto Slabs, but like I've got an infinite object with Damian Lillard All-Star game, and I'm not complaining, but reels go so much better in slabs because you're not looking over and seeing the same like 11-second loop over and over and over. So these are going to look really dope in either infinite objects or slabs. Like,
yeah, I've got my
awesome.
2 here. I've got this one is my Magic Platter Pass. And then this one is sort of a special one I got when I was doing a cardboard show a couple years ago, and it's just sort of like a grab bag highlight reel of like the best of Top Shot. So I feel like I kind of cheated a little bit because I don't think any of these moments. It's like the S1 Morant, and it's all like it's the greatest hits. I think there's a LeBron Cosmic in there, so I get to enjoy it. But yeah, no, I got to get a bunch of these Crypto Slabs. They look so awesome. I've been seeing them pop up more and more, and I feel like I'm going to go ham on them. I'm going to go hard on the paint. They're fun,
and they fit in. Like, you're familiar with cardboard. They fit in. I had this because this is my auto De Silva. Mm-hmm. I had this in a team. They fit in like the PSA slabs, like the sleeves that you can put your PSA slabs in. Mm-hmm. They'll fit in those.
Oh, word.
So I've got some like in like the actual bags, like
super slabs.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So anyways, and the serial draft thing, that's new. You guys have never done that.
Correct.
That's incredible.
I think there's been a couple previous examples of serial drafts on the platform, I believe, but yeah, not for honors and hardware. And yeah, I've never been so privileged enough to finish top 3 in a leaderboard. I tried really hard for Brandon Miller last year. I don't think I ever sniffed top 3 quite.
Yeah, that was a spendy one.
But it's just the most fun part of the year. I know, like, especially 2 years ago when we first did it, it's a ton of fun to just like keep track where you're on the leaderboard and sort of make your calls early in the season. Like for you, we were talking before the show started. I'm sorry that Isaiah Collier didn't make the cut. Not on me. I would have had him in my top 10.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I'm not going to say who I would have pushed out. I don't know that I would have. I may have just made my honors 12 or 11.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Zay missed it by a hair, but whatever. Next year.
If that last like 6 weeks had been like 10 weeks.
Yep.
Feels like he's probably getting in.
Yep. Absolutely.
So how do we want to do this? I was thinking maybe we start from the theoretical bottom. Third team All NBA. Basically, like these are the players that define the Top Shot season, the NBA season. So let's get it started here. I'm going to present my screen. Let's see if we can avoid technological difficulties. Who do we want to start with? You know what? If we're starting like this, we're probably going to end on SGA hardware. So let's start with the J-Dub honors.
Let's do it.
Let's let the champs bookend this thing.
Yeah.
Also, this is one of my favorite thumbnails from the lot here.
Let's see it. Okay, yeah, that's tough.
We good? We live?
Yep.
All right, let's kick it off. 1 minute, 45 seconds. Audio good?
Yeah, I hear you. Yep, I hear it. Everyone loves the intros. Yoink.
Damn. All defense.
Nope. Clamps. Poor Julius. I'm surprised Julius is even getting back to the SGA dunk. I know Thunder Hour's pumped on this.
Oh, yeah. I also love these multi-game reels. You can see all the jerseys from this season.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. And hot take, these are the best Thunder jerseys, the orange ones, and these are the worst, in my opinion.
I mean, just can't leave him.
Did he just dunk on his own teammate?
Yeah, sorry, Isaiah.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Not his best shot, but he's gonna make up for it.
Oh, look at his shoes too.
It's electric.
Oh my, bro. Yep.
All right.
I've been stacking his cardboard because I got a take that I'm not quite ready for the world yet, but I'm trying to stock up on some J-Dub stuff.
Hey, good opportunity. No time like the present.
He's going to be nice. He already is.
First player in NBA history to score 40 points in a finals game in 35 minutes or less. Yep. Obviously, plenty of 40-point games.
Yep.
None. I think the next fastest is like 38 minutes.
Yep. How old is he?
Young.
Yeah.
22, 23?
20, yeah.
Scary. Obviously, he had a big shot over Bodega Cat here.
Yeah. These thumbnails are so dope.
I know, yeah.
Uh-oh. I remember this game.
I'm sorry, yeah.
It's okay, man.
Speaking of hot jerseys. Love
yeah. Ooh, Walker, get out the way. That's so sick when they go under the backboard like that.
Sorry, another Jazz.
Ew. Dime.
The unsold outlet.
Dime. Yeah, that was dope.
This one. Yeah, I love these because like, you can get to feature like when you're just doing a single moment highlight, whether it's like base head, MGLE, throwdowns, hollow, like you're usually picking like something that player typically does the best.
Right.
But with these multi-game reels, Hornets in town. Time to go get a highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, with these multi-game reels, you get to showcase a little bit of like everything else that player does.
Yep.
We got two assists in there.
And two nasty yams. Yeah.
Two nasty yams. And I'm not sure how many Cat assists we're gonna get.
Like maybe 3.
Yeah, like in an MGLE. Like it's gonna have to be pretty nasty for me to say, yeah. All the 3-pointers, all the dunks.
Right.
I need that one.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorite thumbnails here. Let's just get right to it right there.
Okay, yeah, he's chefing up. He's cooking. Those jerseys go so hard.
In LA. Feels like it finally kind of clicked. Obviously didn't really go their way in the playoffs, but like this connection was there all year long.
That was Yeah, that was sick.
This is one of two pairs. The Harden and airplane mode combo like could have easily had its own little mini set.
Yeah.
Little sleeper pass from Chris Dunn there.
Mm-hmm.
Old school. All right, your Jazz and my Hornets are going to be heavily featured in these. It's highlight collectors.
Oh man, James.
Also, I watched a lot of these this morning to make sure I was brushed up, and Peyton Watson's actually featured again on the receiving end. Impressive, because he had a really great defensive year.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Everything. Harden gives you everything on the offensive end.
There it is.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, I've never noticed that too. The way it goes straight from this
into the
thumbnail. That's nasty.
That is so sick. And I love the colors on the the honors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's nice. It's like a
so...
continuation on a theme from the last couple of years. But this one feels more series 24-25.
Yep.
It's probably pretty easy for the creative team to say like we've done this last year, we did it this year, like we're just going to keep going the same thing. But I love this like reimagining of we're going to keep the color palette.
Yep.
And bring it into series 24. Let's see. All right, Cade.
I'm hyped for this Cade.
Ooh, yes, fresh off the heels of the franchise's first playoff win in what, like 19 years.
Yep.
They've obviously got something cooking up there. Oh, is this? Oh no.
Yeah, I thought it was the Jazz too.
I thought it was the Jazz.
Spicy P.
Another connection that could have had a mini set.
Yeah.
Cade to Duran. In and out, right to left. Oh. And one. What are you going to do with it? How do you think about defending that?
You can't.
What ticky-tacky foul? That feels more like a business decision from Modest there.
Yeah.
Here we go. This would have been a for the win, but here we go. Honors.
Oh. Let's go. Oh,
also realizing this other thing here. So obviously, another place, another reason that I love this is these are great spots for those moments that happen like the last couple days of the regular season.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, we're getting ready for playoffs. We're gearing up for that campaign. And so we start to close up for the win, throwdowns, MJLE and all that stuff. Make sure that all the final challenge rewards are set and we can sort of make a clear line of the sand. All right, regular season, that was really fun. We close it up. Let's look forward to the playoffs. But there's obviously, again, there's these moments that happen those last couple days. You're like, could have really used that.
Yeah, where was that 2 weeks ago, bud?
Yeah. And that last for the win there. So nice. Not the last honors game winner end of season in Miami, though. We've got another one of those that I realized this morning as well.
Wow.
All right. Closing out the third team here. We've got Evan Mobley, who's also received a hardware for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes.
These were interesting because you want to make them both special, so you're like, okay,
right.
I've got this group of highlights here. What's honors? What's hardware? Woo!
Oh my God. He volleyballs like that.
Got to know better. You learn.
Ev's going to be a problem.
He blocked that from behind Dean Wade.
Yeah. People don't realize how young Evan Mobley is.
He's like got that old soul.
Yeah.
Look to him.
Fact.
It's like 23. Kind of a J-Dub scenario.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Now Jerome's hype.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah, so there's a handful of those players that got honors and hardware.
Yeah.
And it was really tough to figure out, I'm not going to lie, I probably lost a little sleep laying at night. Just like, what do I do? Like with Mobley, Brunson, Castle, SGA, Jokic, Giannis. Obviously, if you're good enough for hardware, you're probably good enough for honors. You're probably going to finish on an All-NBA team. And so, figuring out, what's the story there? How do we make these unique moments where the honors collectors feel excited and the hardware collectors don't feel like, I wanted that one in mind.
Yeah, that's true. Jokic would be near impossible.
Yeah, I was happy with where I landed with Jokic. In the meantime, this feels like kind of pouring one out here, what a run. What an absolute. I feel like there's obviously statistically better performances throughout a playoff run than what Halliburton just went through, but they all came from players you expected those kind of performances from. Recently, last year, Luka led the playoffs in points and rebounds and assists Yeah, I mean, and steals and blocks maybe. Like, I mean, he just absolutely ran amok in the playoffs last year. But you expect that from Luka and LeBron and Steph and all these guys that, put together a 2-month run in the playoffs that sort of cements their greatness. Nobody was talking about Halliburton in April.
Nope.
Just and from the idea of like expectations compared to reality, I think it's the greatest playoff run in NBA history. I mean, not just bringing his 4 seed Pacers to the finals, but just the way he did it, the clutch, 3, 4, 5 game winners, clutch shots. It's just unbelievable. So this features another duo that easily could have been their own little mini set or not so mini set.
Yeah. The connection set. Yeah, we got it. That's a good idea for a set.
And here's the Genesis.
Oh man. That's too
what a way to kick it off.
Oh my God. I love how much fun Hallie has, man. He's always having fun.
Absolutely. Kind of a trademark little spin, like air quote just no like look,
in
like
in the
not
finals.
Not no look.
Oh
but he's got that pizzazz on it that just makes it special.
Yep.
Jabari, you done got cooked, my boy.
Oh man, Hallie. Yeah, I want to get that. I think it's the Siakam Lego. From the finals because that Hallie pat. Oh my God.
So good.
Shout out Miles Turner, friend of the program, probably. Oh nope.
Here we go again. Got a book in it.
Okay, Hallie's
stank face.
Yeah. Hallie and Cade so far for me.
Okay, yeah. So Hallie started second team, All NBA, and another great thumbnail here.
Yep.
Love this one so much. Talk about some yams.
Yeah.
I think
Donovan has a problem with the rim. I remember this game. Yeah, that was so sick. Donovan does not dunk soft. Like if Donovan dunks.
Hornets, you know what's up.
Oh my God.
Like this would have been so nasty even without the buzzer. I think it's at the end of the first quarter. Oh. Just a little extra touch on there, the double zeros.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Being on the Jazz.
I know.
Oh man.
So much power. Just meanness.
Oh. Such a dude. He's phenomenal.
Speaking of, here's the Jokic. Okay, so speaking of what we were talking about earlier, so this one, let's see, I'm going to pause it on his mean mug. So I was torn here, like hardware, honors. What do you do? Do you just say like, all right, there's 10 clips. I'm going to sort of rate them and put some really good stuff in both and just try to make sure that that hardware kind of sings a little more, maybe some extra replays, whatever. Jokic makes it easy because about a week after we minted his video game numbers, which I think was like 35, 22, and 17, maybe something like that. Literally like 2 weeks later, he drops the NBA's first 30-20-20 game.
Yep.
It's like 31, 21, and 22 or something. And immediately she's like, well, where do I? He just did video game numbers, you know? And it's like, what am I supposed to do with this, Jokic?
Yeah.
And I think he already had 2. And so we put the 30-20-20 game is here in honors and the season-long, just unbelievable reels going into hardware. Okay. This is an overtime game against Phoenix. And most of these, I think, are like in the 4th. Can't leave them open. Starting fairly innocuous with the open 3.
I can't see it. It's not playing for me.
You know what that is? It's because I didn't share the tab. I'm just over here watching it by myself. Just vibing.
Oh, man. Okay, bucket.
Like 6.5 left in the fourth. Comeback is underway.
Worst jersey in the league right there.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Game tying shot from Christian there. 1 second left. And we head to overtime. Right out of the gates.
Yeah.
Oh, baby hook. If you're Jokic, you gotta love seeing Plumlee on you in overtime.
Yeah, bro.
Barbecue chicken.
Get cooked. Dime.
On the money. That one sealed it. It was like a 90s Nugget score. It was like 149, 140, 41, something.
What was his stat line?
31, 21, and 22.
Bro.
Crazy town.
Insane.
Okay, this is another single game reel. 44 from Brunson here, 23 in the first. It's not the Knick record for most points in any quarter, but it is the Knick record for most points in the first quarter. 23.
Okay.
And we got all of them here.
All right. Let's go.
Him and SGA, man, they get where they want to go.
Yep.
30 feet from the basket, and they're like, I'm going to lay it up.
Yep.
And anyway.
Oh, he would be so
shoulder
to guard. Not that I could guard any of them, but like, he's a damn bowling ball, bro.
And he'd be like the sneaky one too, because you're like, okay, you're not that much taller than me.
Yeah, right.
And you get the shoulder.
Yeah.
And then you get the stretcher.
Yeah, the stretcher. Okay, we got Giannis. Okay.
Yeah, so theme here for some of these hardware guys. Another single game reel.
Okay. Yep.
Similar to our Jazz and our Hornets. You go to Philly, it's time to put on a show.
And that's tough.
Yeah, kind of the similar thing with the cat earlier. Like, look at this pass. What? You don't get to feature a lot of that from Giannis.
Right. Yeah, the behind the back
throw down.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Another nice dime.
All day here. I think this is his career high in assists in this one.
Was it? Yeah. Bro, I swear I played him this night. I swear this was an assist night in Fast Break.
That makes sense. Yeah, this is 20 assists.
I could be wrong. I bet someone in the chat remembers.
20 assists from that guy. Like
20 dimes, bro. He is so big. I saw him for the first time in person this year.
Same. Had the same thought. Like, you think you know what big is. You know, you think like, I've seen a couple of these NBA guys when I'm like walking along here or whatever, like 6'7", 6'9", 6'10". That's big. Giannis, the shoulders alone. Again, shoulders, the theme of honors here.
Yeah.
All right, we're into the first team.
All right. We got Ant-Man.
You know, I mean, and you already know it's coming, right? You know, some of the biggest yams of the season are on the way.
Yep.
90 seconds of yams.
No one's complaining. Oh, my God.
Oh, rookie Adam Bona.
Elbow was up to the rim.
Welcome to the league, young fella. I'm going to pause this one right when he
Bruh.
takes the shot again.
Bruh.
Okay, look at this. Look at this perfect form. He is double teamed on the sideline with the shot
Fading
clock
out.
running down, and he puts up this beautiful jumper. His vert on his jump shot is like he gets 2 feet off the ground for every shot. Just like watch how high he gets when he shoots this.
Uh-huh.
Love that too. Back in 2000s, Rafer skipped my Lou Alston. He's getting called for travel on that one.
Uh-huh.
Rafer walks so Ant could run. It's falling.
Oh my God, bro. Be so frustrating.
The other fun thing about Top Shot moments is when you see a player going into that, you're like, I know it's going in. It has to. It's in the moment. I know it's going in. How does it go in? How does he get out of this?
Yeah, that's dope. I don't remember seeing that dunk. And it has so many highlight dunks that I don't think I even get to see them all.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. They've got like the dunk score.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, his name's all over that. All right, the man of the hour here. This is just his honors, but it's a spicy one. I love it. Oh, I got to share the tab though. That's the trick. SGA.
Okay. Yo.
How does that go in? Love these. Get a little shrug here from him too.
Yep. I don't know.
Fun fact. There is one dunk moment from SGA on eBay Top Shot. Let me get the little soccer move.
There's only one dunk moment?
Only one. I'm sure there's some in some reels.
Yeah.
Monk, not today. Not today.
Bro. He averaged over a steal and over a block in the finals.
Ugh.
Like 1.2 and 1.4 or something in the finals for a guard.
Just one of the all-time seasons.
Yeah.
Again, I think that's like what makes these so fun to me is it's like when it's a highlight reel, like where else are you getting this even on Top Shot? It's like you can say, all right, I have his best three-pointer moment, or like, I've got that signature play from the middle of the year. But this is 90 seconds of the play.
Yeah.
The plays that made his season like one of the greatest seasons in NBA history.
Yep. And miss me with the Shea hate, because, bro, Shea
can't believe it even exists.
Yeah, right. But like the finals that he just had was historical. The dude never talks, like he never runs his mouth.
On the level.
He just shows up. He signs 400 autographs before a game. Did you see that? That was the other, like, I don't know when that was, like a week or two ago.
Yeah. Like
400 autos.
29, crazy. Everything in my life is consistent. Like that plays on that interview, that post game just plays on a loop on my head when I watched him.
Yeah.
What's not to love about SGA?
Right.
He's the coolest dude in the NBA. For my money, he's the coolest dude. I think Ant probably has the most swagger. SGA is the coolest dude.
Yep.
In like a generation.
Yep. You can't rattle him. No. Okay, here we go. Greatest player of all time. Yeah, I said it.
Oh, this first one, I just like, can you imagine being Dyson Daniels right here and be like, I know LeBron's behind me.
Iggy says, bruh.
It's like right here.
Yeah.
Let's see, where is it? Right here, he is like, I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this moment in the collection.
Little Luka cameo. This was the first game after the canceled trade between the Hornets.
Yeah. Feelings were hurt. Emotions were high.
Yep. Here comes Connect 4 right on cue.
Bang.
Aren't you glad you still got him?
Oh my God, bro.
Just a little fun curation note in there, dunking on Mark Williams and getting the assist out to Connect 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ding me.
There's a whole YouTube video about when he started doing that celly.
I need to see that. Link me.
Yeah, it's pretty good. How old's Braun? 40?
40.
First team All-NBA?
Second.
Second team.
Yeah. I think he was second team.
Second team. Yeah.
I think I got out of order here. I just got excited and started clicking things.
That's okay. Dude is 40, still making All-NBA. Okay.
Chef.
That's a sick thumbnail.
One of my favorite moments in all of these going right out of the gate here.
This is one of your favorites?
Yep. Just one play.
Oh my God, bro. And when he shoots those, you're like, that's probably going in. Bro.
You just had to laugh at the Curry reels.
Yeah, dude. He hits some shots. I remember that. Hopefully he can stay healthy all of next year.
Oh, for sure. Night-night.
Night-night. Yeah, that's dope. It'd be pretty easy to curate Steph moments, I feel like.
Yeah, especially these. It's hard when you have to pick one.
Right.
Reels are easier. Reels feel a little like cheating sometime where I'm like, I can't pick one. I'm just going to put 8 in there. And just call it a day. It's the single moments that are tricky sometimes where you're deliberate for days over especially in throwdowns, you're like, S or this? All right, last honors before we move on to the big boys.
All right, JT.
Speaking of a healthy off season, not going to happen. Obviously, we're already getting the dominoes are starting to fall here.
Yep.
This is first game of the year. Welcome to the league, rookie.
Pretty sure that's in his. That's in a moment, right? That specific play. Because I covered. Yeah, I put that in a moment by moment.
That one and the last LeBron play are double features.
Yeah, I can't remember what moment it is, but
I want to say it might be the MGLE.
Yeah, I think it is. It's dope because Sar's a great defender for a rook.
Just gotta watch him all the way. Okay. Another unfortunate Peyton Watson.
Yep.
Ice skates. Yeah, also crazy because it's just Peyton Watson had such a season defensively.
Yep.
I was surprised to see him appearing twice on the wrong end of these honors moments. All right.
That's a tough thumbnail.
Let's see where we start here. Let's keep the Celtics vibe alive real quick. Let's go with the Peyton Pritchard 6th Man of the Year hardware. Speaking of tough thumbnails.
I was excited to watch this.
This one, single game reel. This is breaking the all-time record for most threes off a bench.
Yep.
Had to grab him getting the 6th Man trophy in there.
Love it.
Yeah, first three ties the record here. Here's the record. He poured on, I think, 5 threes in this game, and another, I think he ended up 20-25 clear on the record books for this one.
Wow.
One you knew that was coming. I mean, look at that. It's 30 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's sick.
Special year.
Let's see that. Hold on. Yo, that's a good thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
That is a
favorite here.
dope thumbnail.
So good.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the Jalen Brunson for the clutch player of the year.
First time. So this is the first
Correct.
clutch.
Yeah, I think last year was the first year the NBA did it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about this season has just been the PA announcer screaming the player's name to begin some of the moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have had a crunch time set to himself.
Yeah.
Well, not hard to curate.
Yeah. Yup.
The hard stuff here is just like if you have to leave anything out, not making it a 10-minute moment.
Yeah. Oh, the poor Pistons.
And that right there, like a "Let's Go Knicks" chant in a moment. Come on.
Yep.
Bottom.
Yep. Yeah, the moment audio like made me love my moments so much more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, dude. Oh man.
So good. So nice. Okay. On to the Evan Mobley Defensive Player of the Year.
Yo, Boston based was at that Peyton Pritchard game. That's tough.
Oh, nice.
My
I didn't think about it. I don't have the YouTube chat up. I'm just over here vibing myself, just watching.
I have
moments.
it on my phone. I can't really pay too close attention. Yo,
I got to talk and I got to see this again.
Yeah. Ooh.
Not today.
Not even close, bro.
Game-winning block there.
That's so sick.
Love these.
Oh,
Blocking KD on the perimeter.
Slim Reaper, bro.
There's something about these face-off moments here with the icons.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to get a lot of Castle dunks here in a minute, but that's not started yet.
No.
Got a lot of Shade and Sharp dunks this year. Not today.
His reach is so long, dude.
And just seeing who he's doing it on in that play. You know, like you got Castle, Sharp, two of the best dunkers getting denied at the rim. Yep. KD from the mid-range.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough moment.
All right, so now let's go Dyson Daniels, most improved player. It looks like I added this link wrong. So let's move on to the Zachary Risache moment.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's see if I did it on that wrong on that one too. I don't think I did. No, okay. I'm going to fix the Dyson Daniels real quick. What do you think of these Hawks jerseys?
I don't know. I can't decide. I like the colors, but the layout is weird. What about you?
I kind of like it. Little Keaton Wallace. Oh,
yeah, that's tough.
I mean, just not going to be denied up there.
No.
Yeah, he really had like an incredibly good year.
Yeah, he did.
Just not going to get a lot of love down in Atlanta.
Nope.
But look at that English.
Yep.
Oh, this dime. I remember this dime.
Yes. Yeah, that's filthy.
Wiggins knows it too.
Ooh.
Pretty nice dunk too. This is also Hardware and Honor's great spot for NBA Cup moments.
Yep.
Whoop. Look at the double fake.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley.
Oh, man, that's dope.
Got to hit that, Neesmith. Otherwise. It's a good slow-mo shot.
Yeah, that's dope. I just read the Hawks are trying to move up in the draft.
Interesting. Let's see. All right, got the Dyson queued up. Back-to-back Hawks. Single game. What else other than a game-winning steal?
Yes.
On Swiper, no less. Swiper getting swiped.
Oh, man. He was a
this
cheat
is
code
the
in,
only single moment Hardware.
Yeah, that's dope.
It just felt wrong to smash this in the middle of other stuff.
Yep. You know, like let it breathe.
Yeah.
I agree, man. That's dope. And that's what his moment should be.
Before we move on to the MVPs, let's get to the rookies.
Yes, please.
This was my favorite part because obviously, LeBron, Giannis, Mitchell, Tatum, those guys got 4 or 5. They got a handful of moments. They got some, their base, their non-base, MGLE, Hollow. They got their love this year. But with the rookies, it's great we have scarcity, but it does mean that it's if you're winning these awards at the end of the year, you did more than a rookie debut, a freshman gem, and a rookie ref. So these were tough because there's so much more stuff to choose from, where there was plenty of moments where I'd say I got to have this Halliburton, and it's already in here. Let's start with Eves Missy. How we doing on time? I could do this all day. I could literally just
all day.
All right, let's go.
I haven't looked at the clock.
Start with Eves Missy here. Oop. There it is.
Eves Rares are going to go crazy next year when people remember how good he is at blocking shots.
Yeah.
For fast break.
He had a monster start to the year.
Yeah.
And it cooled off there.
Ooh.
On your head. Mean.
Yeah, I remember
it's crazy thinking that this team has Trey Murphy, Zion, and Eves Missy all dunking on you.
Yeah. Yes.
Woo. He just gets it up so high, too.
Uh-huh. He's so strong. So strong.
Oh, sir.
Ooh. I'll welcome any Kuminga block. That's a tough thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's give it a little extra love there.
Yeah, that's sick.
Okay, speaking of strong starts, now we got a strong finish here. Khalil Ware.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he really did.
January, February. Whoop. Finish this one off, Khalil. I said it wrong all year. Khalil Ware.
Yeah, I'll be really curious to see how he goes into year 2 after that finish he had.
Yeah, I think, step it up on the defensive end, just obviously kind of conditioning.
Yeah.
get in better shape, let the game slow down. Great offensive big right now. Shot blocker, but volleyball. If it doesn't work out, volleyball's an option.
Yeah. One hand catch.
Punch it.
Oh man, I love those.
On Stu. Flex on
him. Oh man, that was tough.
Sleeper for my favorite pick of the entire both sets.
Okay.
Kling Kong for one.
Okay.
Let's all admire this thumbnail.
Yeah.
This is my favorite thumbnail of the series. Just couldn't be any harder. I don't know.
That's
and
tough.
I don't know. Can you see the time here? Yeah. This is 1 minute and 59 seconds of blocks from Donovan.
Okay. Okay. You love to see it.
If you're looking for dunks, if you're looking for threes, look somewhere else.
This is the block party.
Oh, sir.
Tough. I'm making a tally here of how many blocks. Not even close, bruh. Oh, please. Yes.
Well, this is a good one.
Yes. Yeah, see, I'm saying, like, this is such a good moment for a crypto slab. You're just watching blocks. Was that a 2 block?
About to be.
Yeah. Yep. Kling Kong, bro.
It's the little things, you know?
I think I counted 8 blocks.
Correct.
In one moment.
You know,
it's got to be a top shot record.
What's more fun than that? Just hidden there in a 25 moment honor set from Series 24-25, an 8 block reel from Donovan Klingon with that thumbnail.
The bloody face.
I'm going back to back with my favorites here. This is one when I was working on. I mean, anytime like your fandom, when your job is watching film, you're gonna love so many more players. You obviously the breadth, but it obviously starts to go deeper when you're working on a DeRozan hollow, when you're working on anything. This Modest Buzelis, I couldn't be. I mean, my rookie of the year, my personal favorite rookie. I think his ceiling is higher than anyone's in this draft class, and I think this reel proves it.
I agree, and this is the only one that I qualify for.
Ooh, good.
Because I bought this Lego.
Battle up.
Oh my God.
Have mercy. It just starting with the dunks here, but The dude does it all.
Yeah.
3-level scorer.
Yep. I agree with you that I think he's gonna be the best of the rookie class. Oh my God. His playing time was terrible. Like, he got no minutes.
Yeah, and then he just exploded. It's like the second.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Bro, that's young AK-47 vibes.
True. I like that. Like, get you a rookie big that can run the floor like that.
Yeah. Yep, the Jazz could have drafted him. Oh my God, that was filthy.
Yeah, so the Hornets. That's who I wanted last year.
A lot of teams. Yeah.
I wanted him so bad. I think the Hornets had 7. We went to John Salon. It was exciting.
Yeah, Lil Boozy. Right.
All right. The only single play I mentioned close to the top of the show that we had 2 end of year buzzer beaters on.
I was going to ask. This was the final game, right?
Had to be in here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but this was what I was thinking. I was like, I wonder. Bro, I was in a movie theater watching this. We were watching a movie with my kids, and I had this on my phone.
So good.
Yeah. Awesome moment. Seriously, such a cool moment.
Special way to end your rookie year.
Yeah.
Special
awesome
rookie class
season.
for the Wiz, too.
Yeah, for real.
Deontay there.
Yep. Yeah, I'm happy for Wizards collectors that they can get this moment.
Also, like a sleeper pick for the Wizard rookies. Little AJ Johnson back here.
Yeah. Bro,
He had one of the dunks of the year.
AJ did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Let's see. Moving on to... See, I told you, we're like an hour in, and we've still got like a handful of moments. I'm loving it. All right. You watching Bayou Sniper? It's time for your boy Edie.
Oh my God.
The other thing too, when you're working on these, like, like you've got so many friends in the community. Like, I know who the super fans of teams are, super fans of players are, who's going to qualify for this guy, and who's going to be collecting this moment. And it definitely adds a little pressure. You'd be like, all right, like, I know my boy Bayou Sniper. I know he knows ball, and I know he watched every Zach Edey minute this year.
Yep.
So if I miss anything, I'm going to hear about it.
Yep.
On the king right there.
Bro, that was dope. Edie's another dude when you see live.
He's a different size.
God. He is huge.
Popping from 3. Why not? In transition.
I'm in his debut in a Top Shot shirt.
What?
Yeah, you can see me.
Were you in other ones too?
Yeah, I was in a couple moments this season.
Way to go. One of my favorite articles.
Same
game. Steve did an article a couple years ago on like the Top Shot Zone, which I followed to a T for the Brandon Miller debut. And I remember I was on the home court side during the first half. Saw his first bucket. I'm like, I snuck my way down. I was in the rafters, and I just like every 5 minutes, just like kept getting closer and closer. Saw his first bucket. I was like, okay, I'm not. This is 2 years ago. I'm not the curator. I don't work at Top Shot, so I'm like, I should be. If they do the first basket, I know that I'm in it. But just in case, when it goes to halftime, I need to go to the other side of the court. If he does anything in the second half, I'm not going to miss this. So I moved, and it was a second half moment, and I still made the moment.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see. All right. Moving on to Alexander Sarr.
My other favorite rookie.
Yeah, he was a
Him and
monster.
Matas. Yeah, that was dope.
What was impressive too is like he had a dunk on Drew Holiday in the first game of the year.
Yeah.
That when I was like going through everything, that turnaround, that's just so nasty. Yeah, his dunk on Drew was so nasty that I was like, I kind of blacked out for a second that it was his rookie debut. So his first ever game. You see something like that.
Yeah.
Had to get this one in there. Had to. No, sir.
Yeah. That's tough.
When you see a play like that, dunk on Drew, you're like, there's no way this is for you. Don't even consider that it might have been his first professional game. Look at dime.
Yep.
That's what's so cool about rookie class these years. They're so much more versatile. There's no longer especially for the bigs. Like you can't come in like a Dwight Howard and be like, look, I don't know what else I can do, but I can dunk.
Yeah.
I can block shots and I can dunk the ball.
Yep. Sar's footwork is so good.
Yeah, he had. Was it his freshman gym? That's the Dream Shake.
Yeah.
On Ricochet, or is it the other way around?
I'm pretty sure it's
the 1 and 2 pick. One of them Dream Shaked on the other one. It was not very nice. Jalen Wells, third place rookie of the year. It was like the 37th pick.
Yeah, right? That's
Can you imagine what the odds would have been for him to even place third beginning of the season?
Yeah.
Look at this change of pace here.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. It looks like slow motion.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, this was another one of those, obviously, hardware honors combos. Again, he just mastered this move.
Yep.
I kind of wanted to use his hardware to, like, feature those parts of his game because, like, Jalen Wells, three-point shooter. That's what he's good at. He had a couple big jams this year. So, yeah, I definitely wanted to feature his the rest of his playmaking.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time. We've already seen the Ricochet hardware. Look at that. This, I believe, is actually a single game moment as well. I think this is his 30 piece from late in the season.
Yep.
Career high. Yeah, I mean, not surprising. A lot of these rookies towards the end of the year really start to show up.
Yep.
Could be wrong. I feel like he had like an 18, 20-point first quarter in this.
Really?
Oh, this was nice. Hallie placed his between the legs a little bit better for Obi.
Right. Yep.
Okay, now moving on to the final honors.
In a dub. It's nice when they win too. It's like a nice bonus on a moment.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's definitely. It's been a bummer sometimes when you're looking through the box score, and you're like going through everything, and you're like, oh, this has got. They lost by 20.
Which happened to me a lot this year.
Yeah, there's so much of that when you're curating. It's like, like what matters more? Is it like the context of everything? Because then you're relying not just on the moment, like you're relying that the collectors are going to go into the platform and sort of read our short blurb, read the long blurb, and do some research on, like you see the stat line, you go do a little bit of extra, or do you just say like, yeah, I know this is not from his biggest game, and yeah, they even lost this game, but this is his best dunk of the year.
Yeah,
so like finding that balance between like highlight and context can be tough.
Yep.
Almost as tough as curating Stephen Castle reels.
Yeah, he's got bounce.
Rookie of the year here. Here he comes.
Oh my goodness.
These are going to be his hardware and his honors are going to be some of the best dunk reels on Top Shot.
Yeah.
Like Grail stat, I don't care where his career ends up. Even like Grail status, regardless. Rookie of the year
I
dunk
remember
reels.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, they're your Jazz.
No, it's okay. You like these jerseys? I do. And the other day, somebody was clowning me for liking these.
I love them. Big fan.
Woo. Oh my God.
On a man too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. You're right.
All right.
That moment's tough.
We only have a few left here.
How
We've got
fit Dylan Harper in there.
You ain't kidding. We don't even know what's going on. It's 24 hours. Anything can happen.
They should trade that pick to the Jazz.
All right, here. We've got 3 left. We've got Jalen Wells, Stephon Castle, and SGA Hardwares.
Okay.
So you want to just keep going with the Castle show? This is my favorite. Let's see.
Yeah.
This is, for my money, the best dunk reel on the platform. There wasn't even enough time to do there wasn't enough time to do like extra angles of some of them. I think there's like 12 dunks in this. I got greedy.
You love an in-game windmill.
So to see.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Here we go, everybody. That's the one. I think the dunk reel starts fresh here.
Yep, that was dope. Oh.
I love how Hardside looks at the floor.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, wait, it's slippery. It's slippery.
I was just going to say, what's he looking for? Yeah. I remember seeing this dunk. I love how far he cocks it back.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a tomahawk.
Damn. Jealous of everybody that gets that moment airdropped.
All right, we're at the pinnacle here.
Shay?
SGA.
Was there a Jalen Wells?
Oh, I know. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got excited. I saw Shay's name there. Jalen Wells. Penultimate. Love the Memphis Sounds throwbacks there.
Yep.
There was definitely a couple moments this year where the jerseys alone, where you're like, I don't know if the Raptors are going to bring that court back.
Right.
I had to get that Raptors court in as many moments as I could while we still could. There's one that's like Raptors throwbacks, Vancouver Grizzlies throwbacks. Was such a nice play. With the throwback Raptors court. I think it might be Scotty Barnes moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There's just so much throwback on the screen right now.
Yeah. That's so sick. I need to go back and check. I remember before the season started, I DM'd. I think I DM'd you. Maybe it was Steve, but I was like, I hope that the Jazz in-arena announcer gets in a moment because it's his last season.
Oh, wow. Really? Did he?
And he's the only Utah Jazz in-arena announcer ever.
Oh, wow.
Since day one of the Utah Jazz. That's a tough thumbnail, too.
Oh yeah. Well, pause.
The like rainbow purple.
We'll get a nice pause here. So good. Yeah, creative team cooked here.
Yeah.
The MVP announced.
A lot of people buy like I know this. A lot of people buy moments on the thumbnail.
Oh yeah. So I'm glad that glad we got the extra view that we've never had before until this year, until recently, like the last month. That one extra view that's just the thumbnail view.
Mm-hmm.
So great.
Yep. I still see Jalen.
I've just been watching the whole thing again. Here we go. I'll watch it twice.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's tough.
Speaking of PA announcers.
Yep, that's tough. Oh my God.
Just gets wherever he wants to go.
Dude.
Like I said, we don't got many SGA dunks on there. He doesn't dunk much.
No.
He's kind of a hard player to curate because he's not gonna. There's not a lot of poster jams.
Right.
Whew. There's you got game winners, but everything he does is so smooth and it's so the mid range and layups.
Yep.
Like the specialty to me for Shea is just like again I was talking about with Brunson where you're like 1 second he's right here.
Yeah. Is that a SAR?
Yeah. Like 1 second he's at the 3-point line, and then the next second he's got an open layup. I'm like, what happened?
Yep.
And that 30 feet, how did you get so open?
Yep.
That's all, folks.
That's beautiful.
That is 35 of your hardware and honors moments.
Bro, nicely done, man. Pat yourself on the back because those are good. Yeah, you should be.
It was definitely an undertaking to make sure that like these were these being season long reels was important to me. Because with the audio, like I said, it's like that's the story of the year. They won. The players get awarded and the collectors get rewarded, and it needs to be the story of that season that they collected. So yeah, snapshots tomorrow. Top 3 are going to start their serial draft. The next batch get their automatic, and then the auctions go live. I don't want to butcher the like requirements for everything with the auctions, so those details will be up where you should expect to find them. And if you don't know where they are, just DM me and I'll track them down for you. But I'm gonna be playing ball on them for sure myself.
You get an email and it says, "Congratulations, you've taken first place in the serial auction for this player." Are you asking for the jersey serial or the number 1?
I think it depends. It depends on the player. If it's a rookie, I'm taking number 1.
Okay.
If they're over 30, I'm going to take the jersey.
Okay.
Assuming they're still in their like iconic jersey. Like if I'm picking for LeBron, I'm picking 23. If I'm picking for for Steph and for KD and those guys where like their number, I'm going to pick their jerseys.
Yeah, that's a good take.
And if somebody was on their retirement tour, obviously we don't have anybody here. I might take their perfect. This might be their last, their last mint. Most likely, I'm probably picking the 1 though.
Okay, good take.
Unless Brandon Miller, I may have picked 205.
Yeah,
but
area code action.
Yeah, I love me some area codes. I'd probably go number 1. What about you?
That's tough. Unless their jersey, like I got the Isaiah Collier jersey match in my crypto slab because I love Serial 13. So if they happen to wear a number 13, I'm taking jersey. Otherwise, I'm taking number 1.
I like it. That's
Yep.
my lucky number 2. One of my
Is
lucky
it?
numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended
Love
up with a
that.
bunch of 13 tattoos. So it
Yeah.
just kind of it's one of those you're like, I guess it's my lucky number now.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much for coming on. What
I
a fun
probably
episode.
need to get back to work, making sure that this finals drop. I mean, honestly, I can do the same thing with the finals. Like, there are some absolutely epic edits. The Chet Holmgren in particular. There's one of the Chet Holmgren edits that multiple. I love it so much. It's
I
so
can't
good.
wait. Chet was awesome, especially game 7.
Hopefully,
Game 7.
our Jazz and Hornets give us some playoff moments in the next decade. You know,
Yeah.
really hoping for it, because I can't imagine. Like, it was fun to watch this run for the Pacers and the Thunder, and you're sitting there, you're like, I'm so hyped up, and I am not I don't root every day for these teams. I
Right.
can't imagine the stress of being like Thunder Hour. Jared was in the building for game 7. I cannot imagine like the butterflies going on, how you get through the day. I don't know.
I was DMing him because he was with me in Vegas for the Cup when the Thunder lost. So he was at the Cup championship game and game 7.
He's a real one. He's a sicko.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, also, here's to being sickos together at Summer League.
Yeah.
We'll watch our Hornets and our Jazz rookies.
Hell yeah.
Until then, salute.
Thank
good
you
luck
so
with
much.
the modest, and good luck to everybody else with whatever you're collecting.
Yeah. Stack them rooks.
Stack them rooks. See y'all.
See ya.